You are watching the DocTalk show.
So we're understanding family planning methods, and you realize some of these methods, even at best, are never at 100% effectiveness. There's always that you see some methods are 99% effective when used consistently and correctly. Some are 98, some are further lower. So maybe, Dr. Dennis, you don't want to tell us why is it that some methods may fail? Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Darius. So some of the reasons why these methods may fail is if you don't follow the stipulated instructions about each of them. For example, the hormonal methods require a user to wait for some period, usually 1 week, before the drug can reach concentrations in the body which are able to prevent pregnancy.
So that is
if you have intercourse,
after like an injection, you received an injection, the effect comes after a week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It means that if you take, for example, an injection or an implant, you have to wait up to 1 week to be sure that you are going to prevent pregnancy. If you get an injection today and you have sex today, you may get pregnant.
A very high likelihood of
You might get pregnant if you are in your unsafe days.
Talking of incorrect use, how about the barrier methods, Dr. Imembabazi? Could anything go wrong with the condoms?
Yeah, actually. Like we were discussing earlier and you talked about a condom getting burst. That means the barrier has been removed. Forceful sexual intercourse, if someone is using a lot of force, or sometimes if the woman is not well lubricated and they're dry, it can also cause the condom to burst. And then like if you don't follow the correct instructions, for example, if you check out a condom package, they advise that you leave some space for the semen.
That is at the tip of the condom.
Yeah, so if you don't do that and there is no space for that semen, it can also cause the condom to burst.
Or it might be a situation of a poor quality condom.
Yeah,
For
it can be
an expired condom.
Yes, that's true. If the condom is poor quality, yeah, so that means that barrier is removed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it compromises the integrity of the barrier.
Yeah.
So Dr. Dennis, is there any other reason why, apart from improper use of the method, any other reason for a method to fail?
So there are some drugs which are known to interact or interfere with the functionality of the hormonal methods of family planning. For example, certain ARVs, these are drugs taken by people who are HIV positive. Certain drugs used to treat TB. Then also drugs used to treat epilepsy. Just to
There's
mention
actually
a
a long list of drugs.
There are.
So maybe what's important is for the person who is sick, also is check with their doctor that the drugs they're taking is safe with the family planning method.
Yes.
Okay. And maybe to wrap up, Dr. Imembabazi, could you tell us the patients you've encountered, some of the misconceptions they have about these methods?
Some women think, or our community members think, that if a woman has been using contraception methods, then there's a risk of them giving birth to babies with deformities, or there's a risk of them getting cancers. And some of them also think that you need a particular blood test to test your suitability for a particular method. And these myths are not true.
These are not true. So you're saying the myth that it will cause birth defects?
Yeah.
Like if the woman uses a pill or an injection and for some reason she gets pregnant, she will get a birth defect.
Yeah, people believe that and it's not true.
And neither is that you need a blood test to do the family planning, to get a family planning method.
Yeah, that's not true either.
What preparation should a patient expect if they want to ask for a family planning method?
So as we said, it's a case-by-case basis. Every user or an intending user or any whatever family planning method they would like to use, when you go to your doctor, he will assess you as a person, because it's not a blanket rule that maybe this should use this or this. It's a case-by-case basis. So for those who think that there is a blood test or some kind of mechanism of knowing which method you should use, what happens is your doctor will assess your medical condition, in case you have, especially if you have a medical condition. But if you don't have any medical condition, then all methods are suitable for you. But if you have certain medical conditions, let me give an example. If you've had a recent blood clot, your doctor is likely to discourage use of combined oral pills, and is likely to encourage a method which does not have a relationship or which cannot interfere with the progression or which may not aid the progression of that clot.
So in other words, the doctor will prepare you and make sure the family planning method is the best.
Is the safest for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you found other, like there's some stories people will say that it will cause reduce the body strength, it will cause fibroids. Could those be true?
That is not true. What I would like to inform the viewers is that all these medical interventions that are carried out undergo testing or evidence-based medicine. We would not. It's not in our interest to provide something which is harmful to the population. So there is no medical evidence to the effect that any of these methods has been linked to cancer or to loss of physical energy or things of the like. So it's not true that if you use whatever method of family planning, you will lose your physical energy or you will develop certain medical conditions. However, what we say is that, like I said, under certain medical conditions, for example, if you have uncontrolled hypertension, there are certain methods which, if you use, might aid the progression of that condition. For example, if you are being treated for hypertension and it is not well controlled, we would discourage the use of combined oral pills because there's a drug in the combined oral pill which may increase the blood pressure. Yeah, so it will be counteractive effect.
So talking about some of the myths, Dr. Inembabazi, is it true that young people, like girls in school, cannot use family planning methods?
That's not true. Like we said at the beginning of this show, as long as someone is sexually active and they are not ready to have a child, that person is eligible for family planning. So
it isn't that you should be a married person, you should be fully grown, as long as the lady commences her menstrual cycles, she can use family planning.
As long as she's sexually active
and
and is not ready to have a child. Yes.
Right, which is a very important point. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have been understanding family planning, particularly the short-term methods that include the pills, the combined pills, the progestin pills, the injectables, and the condoms. And we have learned that these are very effective methods, effectiveness up to 99%. Although some of them have side effects, they may not be all that cumbersome. Am I right, experts?
Yeah.
Yes. So on the next episode, we are going to look at the long-term methods. That is, as our experts who will tell us more about the long-term methods. Send in your questions to our social media platforms on Facebook and Twitter, and our doctors will respond to them. Thank you for watching the DocTalk show. We'll see you next time.